Sisterwives is back, baby. After what felt like an eternity, it has returned. And let me tell you, Robyn, woo, we have some things to say about that one. Just when I thought that Robyn couldn't possibly get any worse. Like, surely, I thought that she already reached peak level of delusion, but nope, strap in, because your girl said, hold my sob story, and took it to a whole new level. So please allow me to reintroduce you to a true icon. The icon of avoidance, Queen Robyn of Blametown. Have you met her? She is a woman who has never, not once, been wrong in her entire life. Not even a little bit. And according to Robyn, listen, if she trips over a curb, the city planner needs to be fired and sued for emotional distress. If she spills her coffee beans, it's your fault for daring to breathe loud in her presence. This woman could throw a rock through a stained glass window, stare you down dead in the eye, and go,
"Look what you made me do with your toxic vibes."
listen, Robyn is not just a gaslighter. She is the entire propane aisle down lows. And listen, don't worry. We are going to be all over Robyn's accessory, aka Cody, tomorrow. He's on the chopping block next. But for right now, this is Robyn's world. And she's been pointing fingers for so many seasons that I'm genuinely concerned that her fingers probably need physical therapy. I mean, just the strong point in the opposite direction, pointing at everyone but herself. She is never late. You're just aggressively early. And she's not passive aggressive. You just don't get her misunderstood sacred soul. Okay? According to her, it's not just the other Sisterwives who's at fault. It's us, the viewers, because apparently we're all just projecting our sad little insecurities onto her because we simply can't handle her light, her beaming, glorious light of righteousness. Yes, that is the level of delusion that we're dealing with. Robyn has turned dodging accountability into her own Olympic sport. And you know what? Last night's episode, honestly, was a gold medal performance. So, bravo to you, Robyn. Bravo to you. And to be honest with you, it was so maddening. You guys already got my first take last night, like right after the show. We all suffered together, I guess. But I am so thrilled that now I really had time to digest everything that she said. We are going to process it together and we're going to scream into the void together about it all. Because that's what we're doing today. We are doing a no holds bar Robyn recap. And you know what? I got to give her some credit. Okay. She has a lot of talents. She really does. So some of her strong suits, she's an amazing prophet, amazing puppet master, like next level. But you know, I think her greatest skill is consistency because she is constantly and consistently, methodically able to effortlessly avoid accountability and shift blame like no other. Last night's episode was a masterclass, an absolute masterclass. But her greatest skill is unwavering, unapologetic, consistent blame shifting. And last night, Robyn, you gave us a full TED Talk in how to avoid accountability. So grab your snacks, hydrate with your most dramatic beverage, and let's break it all down together, point by delusional point. So, are you guys ready? Let's freaking go. You know who the Teflon Queen really is? Now that I know exactly what that means, bouncing off of one onto another, nothing sticks to her. Robyn is the Teflon Queen. Yes, she is. She is the Teflon Queen.
She walks in crying like she's sweet and serene, but don't be fooled, Robyn the Teflon Queen. Nothing sticks, nope, not her fault. She could set the house on fire and blame the asphalt. Yeah, Robyn the Teflon Queen, oh, she's never to blame. Dodging guilt like it's part of the game, pointing fingers with a tear in her eye. Gaslight, glam, and a humble pie lie. Teflon Queen, oh, she's slippery clean. She spins every mess like a drama machine. It's you, it's them, it's never her scene. Crown that girl, Robyn the Teflon Queen. Yeah, she cries, they're all mean, while sipping her tea as Cody storms in like her attack doggy. She starts the storm, then hides from the rain, playing innocent while she drives the train. Accountability, nope, hard pass. She's too busy perfecting her victim sass. Tells a sad story with a sparkle and pout. Christine and Janelle are tapping out. No, Robyn the Teflon Queen, wearing martyr couture. Every single drama, somehow she's pure. If lies were jewels, she'd glitter and gleam, reigning supreme as the Teflon Queen.
So basically, the episode starts off, and Christine is helping Janelle. Janelle's moving to North Carolina, and Christine and David, they rent a U-Haul, and they're helping her out. They're having conversations, and somehow the topic gets on just past relationships. David starts talking about his sister because his sister was in polygamy, and talking about an incident where he woke up and he heard his sister and her sister wife screaming at each other. And they were screaming over who had like a bigger radio or some type of electronic equipment. And David was like, can you believe that that happened? And Christine was like, well, actually, yes, I can, because that happened to me. I was always taking score. Robyn always had a nicer couch. She always had nicer things. And here is Robyn's response.
If you're sitting there constantly using that scoreboard against each other, what are you, enemies?
Good question. Good question, Robyn, as you sit there. What are you doing keeping score? Are you enemies? You know, it's so funny, this queen of zero accountability. Don't you think that you were keeping score as well with Christine? See, the difference is when Christine was keeping score, it was more about fairness. And she wouldn't go to you because it really didn't have anything to do with you necessarily. It was more about Cody. And that's when she would go to Cody and complain, you are not being fair. You were doing all these things for Robyn.
I want you to know during all of it, it was him that I had a hard time with. It wasn't you. It was Cody.
Even if Robyn demanded it, he still should have done the right thing and been equal with his time, with his resources, with his money, with his love, all of that, which he wasn't doing. But you know, the funny thing is that Robyn was keeping score over everything Christine was doing. Most of the gripes that we heard with Robyn over these whole past Sisterwives seasons is, well, she wasn't nice to me. She didn't do this. She wasn't inviting me where I didn't feel welcome. She blah, 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 blah. She was always paying attention to what Christine was doing.
I do see the difference.
And the thing is, Robyn didn't go to Christine about these things. Robyn went to Cody about Christine. See, Christine was going to Cody about his behavior, and Robyn was going to Cody about Christine's behavior. Do you see the difference? So, you know what? You were keeping score even more so Robyn than anyone else.
Then find something to put away. Put those chairs in the trailer.
Because what's that going to help?
You have complained every 10 minutes. We're never going to get out of here.
That's because I know we never will.
He sees that Mary and Robyn are sitting at their tent putting their makeup on, and it's just making him so angry.
Stop whining. Okay, let's start unloading the wood at least. We got to pick tent spots.
It had been a long day, so the kids were tired, the kids were hungry, they were bored of driving all day, and so we did kind of start having a little bit of an attitude, I think, with some of the kids.
I really just don't know what to think right now. This is stupid.
Well, I think this is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You're camping. I just don't like it. Because you get dirty and wet and nasty and bugs bite you and.
I'm having a good time, and I think the kids are having fun. And any whining of former days is all over now because they like being here camping. All it takes is roasted hot dogs and roasted marshmallows, and kids stop whining.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So all it takes is the food. Who made the food? Probably Janelle and Christine were slaving away as they discussed. So can you praise them a little bit? If you're going to be praising Robyn with, I don't know, putting ponytails in the girl's hair, then them doing all of the work should equally have been discussed, right?
Campsite. I think that's part of the reason I hated camping so bad. Getting breakfast made, cleaning up the mess. And honestly, Robyn would be doing her makeup forever and doing our kids' hair and doing her hair and making sure everybody looked good. And then Cody would sit there and praise how they looked when we'd been sweating and slaving over the freaking food and cleaning up the campsite.
The one time we went camping, I was 6 months pregnant and I got sick a lot. And so I spent the night barfing my guts up outside my tent on my hands and knees. And then, Janelle and Christine were making breakfast and I was just trying to hurry and get ready for the day.
Oh my God. So I didn't even realize this. Going back into the vault, because we need to have proof of this. We needed to have evidence. So I found it. And I forgot that they had gone camping. But there's a lot more to this story that we need to go over. First of all, it wasn't even just Christine that was upset. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was actually Hunter was pissed.
He sees that Mary and Robyn are sitting at their tent putting their makeup on, and it's just making him so angry.
They're the ones over there putting on makeup. The good and right thing doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. Get up and do the good and right thing.
And look at Cody. He's holding up a mirror as well for Robyn to, I guess, get beautified. Like, all of the attention is there with her. Interesting. It already seemed like it was very cliquey that night. It was the clique of Mary, Robyn, and Cody. And Cody was just as equally bad with looking at himself in the mirror and looking at his highlighted, coiffed hair. That was really interesting. I'm so glad that we went back into the vault for that. And now I need to go back and see. Let's go back and see really quick because there is a nighttime scene. I want to see if Robyn looked sick at all in that footage. Let's go back and I want to see. Okay, so this is the only footage from that night in question, and it's really hard to see. I'm even trying to see where Cody is sitting because usually where Cody is, Robyn is. And I'm not seeing anything here. If you guys see, let me know. But I can't find it. And even over at the table, it's hard to see. It was Robyn getting Cody more hot dogs or something. I have no idea. So can we prove or debunk what she was saying? No, because I'm not seeing anything here. So here it is, guys. Robyn's step-by-step masterclass number 1. It's the Rewriting History Edition because when Robyn's on screen, it's not about what happened. It's about how she can twist it into the most tragic fairy tale monologue known to reality TV. She doesn't just bend the narrative, she folds it into this delicate origami swan of victimhood that floats down the river of delusion. And here's the key. She needs to make the scene in question look so pitiful, so heart-wrenchingly sad that by the end of it, she wants you to not only feel bad for her, but she wants you to question your entire existence and somehow wondering if the Sisterwives owe her an apology.
The one time we went camping, I was 6 months pregnant and I got sick a lot. And so I spent the night barfing my guts up outside my tent on my hands and knees. And then, Janelle and Christine were making breakfast and I was just trying to hurry and get ready for the day.
To make you feel sorry for her. So pregnant, that's a vulnerability. But not only is she 6 months pregnant, there's more. Cue the tiny violins. She's also ailing. She's sick. She's fragile. She's on the verge of fainting and collapsing. She's been sick all night, not just feeling a little bit ill, like pretty much violently ill the entire night. Okay? But somehow Robyn perseveres. And it's like she's this heroine in her own Disney movie, okay? Because on top of that, we obviously need to add more layers because she wants everyone to know that in this weakened, sickly, noble state, that she didn't just pull like something that a normal person would do. She's benevolent, okay? So Robyn, she risked her pregnancy basically and bared the elements and her selflessness in order for the children to go camping while pregnant, while sick, and surrounded by people that were basically, making fun of her, not appreciating all of her splendor. And in her mind, she woke up and she was sprinting. She felt the pressure. She was hurrying. This sick pregnant woman was hurrying and scurrying to not only get herself ready. Remember, she's sick and she's pregnant, but also her evil stepsisters, which are basically the Sisterwives. She was getting their children ready too. Are you seeing this? Because by the end of the story, her plan is to not only paint herself as the saint, but also that anyone that thinks otherwise, you're basically a heartless demon who dared to question her suffering. This was truly a masterclass because that's not at all what happened. You see it. You see it here. Where is she hurrying? Where has she tried her hardest to hurry? Even Hunter called it out.
And it's just making him so angry.
There's the ones over there putting on makeup. The good and right thing doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. Get up and do the good and right thing.
And it wasn't even just the wives. It was the kids that were like, what the hell is this? They saw the unfairness in it. And wouldn't that have been something that Janelle, because Janelle was defending Robyn here. Wouldn't she have said, hey, Robyn's been sick all night. Like, cut her some slack. That's not what was said at all. So is this once again rewriting history? Is there anyone else besides Cody? Because we know Cody would back this up. Do any of the other wives or any of the other 80 children remember Robyn being sick that night? Or was this a big fat fib? That's what I want to know. So here is the real question. Are there more examples that I have to go over with you guys of Robyn being manipulating and gaslighting and just her evil self? Absolutely. And you know when we're going to do it? In the next video, tonight, live with all of you. So yes, I have more examples. Stay tuned. And if you're watching on the replay, it's probably available for you. So click here because there is so much more to go over. I'll see you in the next one.